Good evening, everyone. This is John Wilson. I'm the Deputy Secretary of the Pirate Party of Australia. Don't let the title impress you or confuse you. I'm not talking on behalf of the Pirate Party of Australia. I'm just doing an upload on behalf of myself as a follow-on to my very first upload that I did a month or so ago, an interview with Brendan O'Connell. It's midnight here. It's late. I'm aboard my boat. I'm just going to do a short upload. I just wanted to make a couple of points in this new year, if I can, on two issues. It's about stop believing some lies. That's the headline title. And I'm not going to go in. Don't look to me to be a truther. I am not a truther, okay? And if you want to know why I'm not a truther, is that I don't know what the truth is. But I do know we're being lied to. The fact that I know that we're being lied to doesn't necessarily mean that I know the truth, or certainly the full truth. So don't look at me at being a truther, because I'm not. I'm just an ordinary guy who was supposed to be retired, but came into some knowledge about what we're up against, what humanity is up against with the New World Order, the globalist, what they're doing to our planet with vaccines, with chemtrails, aerial spraying, with all sorts of destruction around the world, and how they're trying to kill us all off. So not much of a choice for me. I had to become active again. Look, I just want you to there's two lies in particular that you've got to stop believing. And lie number one is that there's nothing that you can do. It's all too powerful. You know what we're up against. It's all too powerful. It's overwhelming. We might as well all give up. You've got to stop believing that. We have a lot of power in our hands, a lot of power, and you've got to understand that. Okay, so that's the first one. To stop believing this lie that there's nothing you can do or I can do to stop, frustrate, slow down, jack up, sabotage the New World Order agenda that they're levying against all of us. So that's the first lie. The second lie is that I'm running into all the time, and that is that the sheeple. This is, the sheeple. People won't wake up. They're running over the cliff. They're stupid. They're dumb, and because of all of this, there's nothing I can do. You've got to stop believing that nonsense too. Look, in my previous video upload, there's some background about who I am. I'm a person that has gone through some pretty extensive training on how to organise, how to build power, how to agitate, and how to leverage off that. Okay, so I've done this, and I've put that into practice. I've fought some massive blues, seriously. I've been involved in some really big disputes, not just industrial trade union disputes where things got heavy-handed for months. I mean, the longest picket line that I was on was 27 weeks. That strike, that picket line was mentioned in the federal parliament. We had police horses, police dogs. It was tough. We had to, prevail. And but I've also been through, some international incidences again too. The anti-apartheid movement against South Africa, the leadership of South Africa at the time, and also the liberation of East Timor. I spent a lot of time in those disputes as well, and they were very heavy duty. But the second lie is this, is that you need to have 80 or 90% of the public all riled up, all ready to go. You don't. You don't. You need maybe 10%, maybe 10%, 15 if you're lucky, of the population, or of your army. That's all you need. Those 15%, they'll wake up 20 or 30%. That'll give you about roughly half, and the other half, the sheeple, they'll follow. They'll just do what they're told. They'll follow. You know, they'll keep eating grass, and they'll follow. I mean, that's my experience. I think if you have a look at the American Revolution, I think you know, they achieved what they achieved, took on the British Army, and pulled that off. I think they only had about 15, maybe 20% of the population of the day. So the big lie is, one, you can't do anything. Absolute bullshit. You can, and each and every one of us has that capacity to do something. And the second one is, we can't do something, and you know, unless we can't fight back unless we have everybody on board. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's crap. You just don't need that. Now look, there's some YouTube people out there who are looking for, you know, 50 or 100,000 or 500,000 hits on a YouTube. I couldn't give a rat's ass. I'd be very happy if I got 50 people. But if they were shepherds, leaders, not 50 sheep, I don't want 500,000 sheep. It's too hard to manage. You know, I want leaders. I want to work with the shepherds, the ones that matter. They're the ones who are going to win this war against the New World Order and the globalists. Okay? So that's my New Year's, you know, first 10-minute uptake. Look, if you look at what I'm saying to you is not just a political theory. I mean, I've put this into practice, but if you look at you know, management gurus like Fred Drucker, who wrote a huge body of work on management theory and so on, but Drucker will tell you that you know, there's 2 or 3 things that happen naturally in any organisations, political or otherwise. And underperformance, confusion, infighting, all of that is natural. The only thing that changes that equation is leadership. Leadership. Once you inject leadership, direction, once you inject that into the body politic, everything changes. Everything changes. So to all you leaders out there, we've got to start talking to each other. Don't fret everyone else. Just do what you can. All right? Happy New Year, everyone. I'll put another YouTube clip up soon. Ciao.